Welcome to Milk Market Tidbit for the May Milk Production Report that USDA released Friday afternoon. This is Dr. Lawrence Jones with Farm Institute. I'm recording this on Sunday, June the 22nd. The Milk Production Report is always our first glance as to what's going on in the month of May. And then this next week, we're going to get the cold storage report, and then another week, we'll get the dairy products report that will kind of put everything into perspective. So let's kind of start out with what the numbers look like on a grand scale. So let's start with the revisions. USDA reduced the milk per cow just a little bit from 68.51 down to 68.54. The big change is they increased cow numbers. They went up 15,000 cows, and so that was a bit of a shock. Consequently, milk production had to go up and daily production had to go up. Now, if we look how it came into what we thought would happen, the typical numbers were all too high, and that's partly because of this revision back here in April, because they're based on kind of month-over-month numbers. StoneX was low on cow numbers, but overall, actual cows are 9,455,000, and production was 19,939,000,000. So when we were putting this together, we thought that USDA would normally print about a 99.4 and actually printed exactly 99.5. So very, very similar to where USDA normally comes in for May versus April. Year over year, though, we're up about 1.6%, but you'll see that we're overlapping an outlier from last year. So the year over year number probably is not as meaningful. So we'll start with cow numbers, and in my Sunday podcast, I'm going to talk about reining cows, because look at this increase in cow numbers. Again, we're at 9,455,000. Kind of a comfortable number is about 9.4 million. So we're very heavy on cows at this point. And looking at the slaughter data, which I'll again analyze in the Sunday podcast, I can estimate about 0.73 replacements per cow in the milking herd. So daily production had been on this tremendous upward trend, and then I said this year we're overlapping a outlier which was more or less attributed to bird flu. And I'd have to say that the last month was probably higher than we would have normally had, because if we extend this trend back, we were been on this trend basically from 2022. So we're not on anything spectacular this month compared to what we've been for the last 4 years. It's kind of that same slight upward trend. Milk per cow is pretty much the same story. We've been on this tremendous upward trend, overlapping just a minor outlier from last year. And again, we were down, from where we thought we would be seasonally. But if again we take this short-term trend and look at it, maybe this started back in 2022 also, but again, we're just on a very slight upward trend. So my prediction for the agricultural prices this week will be about 4.24% based on the federal milk marketing data. If we do that, we're going to be down 1.85% month over month. But look at what it's going to happen year over year. We're going to be up almost 4%. And so that is a significant increase in components. So this last week, we had the global dairy trade. We had the advanced prices, which looks like they increased a little bit. We had a holiday on Thursday, and then, of course, this milk production report. Next week, we're going to have the cold storage report on Wednesday, which will be the next milk market tidbit.